I believe, called Fast and Furious.
I'm not sure the exact date, but I probably heard about Fast and Furious for the first time over the last few weeks.
Now, lawmakers say Eric Holder misled Congress when he made that statement that date in May. And now the U.S. Attorney General will get the grilling treatment yet again on what he knew regarding the botched gun-running sting known as Fast and Furious. Republican Congressman Ted Poe is on the committee. He'll be asking some of those questions. So, sir, good morning to you.
Good morning, Bill.
What do you believe is key to his testimony this time?
Well, Eric Holder is the chief law enforcement officer in the United States, and he now is talking about the Fast and Furious in denial. I didn't read the memo. It's a habit of Eric Holder. If you recall, last year when he was before our committee, he talked about how bad and unconstitutional the Arizona immigration law was, and he hadn't even read the law. And now, here he comes, he talks about Fast and Furious. He denies even reading the memo. He has a habit of not reading it.
Was that he should have said months and not weeks ago?
No question about it. Well, yes, he should have. He knew about it last year, or he should have known about it. He said he just didn't get the memo. There were too many people in the Justice Department that reads his memos. He's in charge. He's responsible. He is totally responsible for what took place in Fast and Furious.
There are new documents that are now out. What do they tell you?
They tell me that this operation was going on for a long period of time, that the Justice Department was in charge of this operation, and it seems to me the Justice Department has gone rogue with the idea of smuggling or facilitating the smuggling of weapons to our neighbor Mexico, weapons that were used by the drug cartels to kill Mexican nationals and apparently kill 2 Americans. This is a very serious matter. People have died because of it. And the Justice Department should be held responsible, specifically Eric Holder.
And you have had very strong language on this topic from the very beginning. How do you think this is best resolved, sir?
It's best resolved by, first, we have an independent counsel to investigate the Justice Department. The Justice Department can't investigate the Justice Department. They're not qualified. Plus, we don't have any credibility in the Justice Department. And second, if crimes have been committed, people need to be prosecuted. If necessary, go to jail for their facilitation of this awful conduct by the Justice Department
and that is
ATF.
some of the toughest language you have delivered. Who should go to jail at this point based on what you know?
Well, who should go to jail are people that, if there are criminal violations that have been committed, and that's why they need to be those individuals in the Justice Department. And so wherever the conduct lies, the responsibility for criminal conduct, if that's occurred, those people should be held criminally responsible for that conduct.
Well,
so whoever it is.
Yeah, there's another report that suggests that there was money laundering that tried to help us lead ourselves to the drug cartels in Mexico that was headed up by the DEA. Are you going to tie that into what you want to find out from Holder now?
Yes, that's also another situation where the United States follows the money trail, and millions of dollars used by the DEA are followed to Mexico, followed into the banks, and in the idea to try to capture the drug cartel kingpins. It hasn't happened. Meanwhile, millions of dollars have gone to the drug cartels, and we haven't stopped that conduct. Wow. DEA, ATF, both under the Justice Department. We need to get some answers on these 2 agencies and their conduct.
It involves guns and money and a lot of dirty business, and we'll see where this hearing gets us. Ted Poe, we will be watching. Thank you for your time this morning.
Thank you, Bill.
All right, 19 minutes past.